They're looking at Russell Westbrook. They saw what he said about Rubio, how he was going to shut that bleep down next time, whatever the case may be. Came out there emotional. He's fire and fury, comes at you 100 miles per hour, so automatically he draws comparisons to how AI played. The difference is that I thought he let his emotions get the better of him to the detriment of the team, which is something I didn't see you do. You try to attack and score and do what you do, but this brother looked like he was ready to get in about 3 fights last night. How are you feeling about what you're seeing from Russell Westbrook mentally at this moment?
I really don't think things like that bother Russ, honestly. He's not playing as well as he would want to, but that's Russell Westbrook. Obviously he's going to go in his bag and come out with something, you know what I mean? And I do believe in him turning his game around. But it's going to be tough, man. It's going to be rough back in OKC, and it's going to be a war. It definitely was chippy last game. I just hope it don't get out of control.
Hold on for 1 second, Max, because I got to transition to Carmelo Anthony. You believe in Russ. What about Carmelo Anthony? I'm saying this. I'll say this. What I'm seeing from Carmelo Anthony, I never thought I'd see in my life. All I'm seeing are jump shots. He's not attacking the basket. There's no level of aggression or urgency. His mind doesn't seem there. You've been friends with him for years. You're his former teammate in Denver. You've known him since he's come into the league. You see what you're seeing. What is up with him?
I love Melo, you know what I mean? He just, he's struggling right now. But, I think mentally Melo is a fighter, you know what I mean? And I know he's going to figure out a way, you know what I mean? You don't have that much talent and belief in yourself and not be able to find a way. So I just think he needs to keep pushing forward, keep his foot on the pedal and try as hard as he can. As long as he's playing every game like it's his last, no one can talk crazy about him, because he's giving the effort.
But do you think you're seeing that right now, that he's playing every game like it's his last?
I definitely believe that. I never noticed Melo taking a game off.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I wouldn't put that on him.
Okay.
I believe in Melo.
He keeps
Go
playing
ahead,
like
Mark.
this. It
Go
could
ahead,
be
Max.
his last. AI, isn't that part of the problem, though? The ego of a Hall of Fame player and a great scorer. If Gobert allows them to play honest, to free up resources to play defense, and they're contesting every shot, aren't you supposed to counteract that with ball movement instead of trying to, Westbrook, he's just built that way. He wants to be the hero. Carmelo wants to be the hero. Shouldn't they move the ball? And isn't the ego a problem here?
I really don't think so. I really don't think the ego is a problem. Those guys know they got to do it collectively. Like I said, they're just not playing well. You know what I mean? In the beginning of the season, everybody talked bad about pairing those guys up. I saw greatness. You know what I mean? I would love to play with 2 other guys with that skill level. You know what I mean? I just feel like somehow, some way, they got to put it together and make something happen before they get broken up.
If you get bounced out in the first round by the Utah Jazz, you see Golden State, you see what Houston's doing with CP3 and James Harden, okay? You know that the Lakers got max dollars for two players, not just one. If you're Paul George, after this debacle, assuming they lose to Utah in this first round, do you stay and re-up or do you leave?
That's his decision, man. I do it. My heart tell me to do. You know what I mean? You have to respect him, whatever he do. You know what I mean? He's a great player. He's only going to get better, and I think he will help any franchise. So you just want what's best for PG. That's it.
Got you. Go ahead, Max.
How would you describe, one of the things I see in Westbrook, AI, is he's so competitive. I've compared him to Clayton Kershaw in baseball, that it actually hurts him sometimes in the playoffs because his instinct is pull harder, right? Well, you were a guy like that, and yet you managed to figure out a way to get an undermanned team, maybe the worst team in terms of talent, to the finals in my lifetime, dragging them there. How do you do that if you're Westbrook? How do you resist the urge just to pull harder and trust your teammates?
That's something I really don't know because, Russ has been in these situations a lot. You know what I mean? He played with Durant. He's played with Harden. He's played with Oladipo. Now Melo and George. I mean, obviously he's supposed to definitely figured it out by now because he's played with superstars, and I believe in Russ, man. You know what I mean? And that's what make you love Russ. You know what I mean? Just him going 1,000,000 miles per hour all the time. You know what I mean? You got a guy that's done something that we never thought would ever happen again, and he did it in back-to-back seasons. So you know what I mean? Come on, man.
Well,
Any other time he would be the MVP of the league.